There's three pieces to this. If you really think about, let's just say four pieces. Over the last, let's call it a couple hundred years of human history that have basically changed the trajectory of what we do on a daily basis and what we eat and how that's impacted our body adiposity. So let's start with kind of food, because that's the easiest place to start. For the largest parts of human history, getting food was required a lot of work and was relatively dangerous. And so getting calories was a lot harder and required more caloric expenditure to get. We used to have to hunt our food, we used to have to gather our food, etc. Then as we became a little more like agriculture, right? Food was easier to get. We farmed it, but it still required a lot of labor. So there was a lot of physical activity associated with gathering food, and that food was not super energy dense, and it was not super, like, there wasn't a lot of variety, right? Then you kind of fast forward, we developed machines, farming became easier, we developed technology, we could farm different crops, we industrialized, we moved into the cities so we could then start mass producing food. And then eventually what happened is we learned about kind of modern food chemistry and we started designing foods. And then that's where we are now. And now we add another layer on top of that to where we now have these, designed foods delivered to our house. So it's when we basically, over the course of a couple thousand years, 10,000 years, 20,000 years, whatever, we transitioned from, it cost us a lot of energy, took a lot of time, and it was relatively dangerous to get the food we needed to survive, to now I just pull out my phone and I can order a 2,500 calorie meal on my phone and it gets delivered.
Mm-hmm. It's wild.
Less than an hour of sedentary work that I do at my computer, like the cost of that food is now that cheap. So that's the first piece.